This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our loyal fans for your continued support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.
Ouch. That's the right side of Matt Kenseth's car. He's brought out the first caution of the day. Down in turn 2, you're looking at Kenseth.
And when they turn hard right like that, that's a right front tire. That thing just exploded. Watch this shot here. You just see the car take off. Bam.
And you know, a totally different type of racetrack. Remember,
Roush Fenway Racing responsible for both of today's cautions. Carl Edwards had problems with 2 tires. They changed both on pit road, and moments ago had problems with a third right front tire. Bang, and he has brought out the second caution of the day.
That's such a sick feeling. Man, you're in the middle of the corner, and that thing lets go. TV can never do a blown tire justice.
and you know, I know that Goodyear's taken a lot of heat this year, a lot of races, but when you see only 2 cars have problems, and especially when they're from the same race team, you pretty much know it's not a tire problem. It's
NASCAR on Fox, we are under caution for the second time today, 45 laps to go, and Tony Stewart, who was leading with a right front tire problem. This is an AT&T race break.
Yeah, he's right now right in behind and being pushed by Dale Earnhardt Jr. He goes off in the turn. It looked like maybe Jr. got into this a little bit. All of a sudden, the car slides up the racetrack. And fortunately for Tony, the right front tire did go down, but he was able to keep it off the safety barrier. And if he can get back to pit road and not tear that right front fender up, he may be okay as far as that's concerned, Chris.
And we were coming up on pit stops anyway in the next, 18, 20 laps?
You see right there, Patrick Carpentier also gets in the outside wall in that 10 car, but you're talking about being lucky. Tony Stewart is extremely lucky. He does have some damage to the right side of that car, but
A pack right there. They are pack racing. It looks like the 10 out in California.
About 5
o'clock in the afternoon.
Just 3 times as fast.
Oh, trouble. Here we go.
Straight away, Menard.
Stay down, stay down, stay down, stay down.
Lock it down.
He does.
Man, 42 turns.
Wow. Everybody gets by.
Woo. Caution will fly.
Get it fired up. Get it fired up.
Larry, a couple teams will be glad to see that caution.
Yes, they will.
Very easy on those tires getting back around here. Very easy.
Anybody who might have been a little iffy on fuel or wondering?
I think
Potter said it was off the front bumper of Juan Montoya.
Whoa.
There's the contact. $15 laps to go. Quapple to the outside of the 28. No help.
Look at this. I just want you to realize something, guys. They're doing 190 miles an hour.
the top 31 cars
Trouble.
a second from each other.
Oh, there we go. Here we go.
Here we go.
Big one.
Was Bobby Labonte getting turned. Kyle Busch, Tony Stewart, the one, Martin Truex in it, and Jamie McMurray knocked down to the inside wall.
Yeah, but I can finish, I think. Do we have to come in?
We were lucky we didn't have more cars than were involved in that.
Man.
Stewart for the second time today, and Kurt Busch in the 2. Truex.
It's just so typical of this place.
All right, now watch 43 on the right of your screen, Labonte. Let's see if that's where this starts.
There's Stewart on the end, going in there. They're starting to bang into each other. Oh,
Junior gets
Junior
and then gets
turned.
Bobby Labonte.
Nowhere for Truex to go, nowhere for Jamie McMurray or Kurt Busch in the 2 to go.
Look at that.
No, he stays in the low lane as Johnson pushes Waltrip into the lead.
Right to the lead.
8
Now
to go.
the question is, you got to have a good car to stay there. 2 cars can get there, but you got to have a heck of a car to stay there. And look at that outside line again.
Caution. The yellow flag waves for the 7th time today. Bobby Labonte,
who was involved in that last crash. You would tend to believe that there were still problems on that race car. Looks like right there, the right rear tire is down.
Yeah, he said probably rubbed a hole in it. A lot of damage around the right rear.
Now, how they will reline these cars is not exactly at the moment of caution. They go back to the last scoring loop when the caution came out. So it could vary from where they were when the caution came out.
And I really think if you're Michael or even Jimmy Johnson, this is not a good...
5 to go. Here we go. Green flag.
Look at him. Michael was all over. He wasn't looking at anything. He wasn't looking down toward turn 1. He's looking back behind him. Look at him right now. Look at those eyes.
Boy, Kyle Busch, that 18, got a great restart, though. He has been locked to the rear bumper of his former teammate, Jimmy Johnson, in that 48.
4-car breakaway. Waltrip, Johnson, along with Busch and Montoya. Now the pack beginning to catch them up in the backstretch.
What they got to worry about, these guys leading right, they got to worry about them getting up on the outside here. There comes Jeff Gordon. We've seen what 2 cars on the outside can do. They can haul mail.
And there goes Jimmy Johnson to the bottom. Got Kyle Busch and Jeff Gordon pushing him.
Yeah, Jimmy Johnson just moved Michael out of the way. Oh, can't do that. Well, you can.
I think they may deem that he was forced down there, Darrell.
Well, he certainly was. I'd go along with that, but that was really, really marginal.
New leader, Kyle Busch. 4 laps to go.
Jimmy Johnson and the Michael Waltrip, they're hooked on the high side there with no help.
Yeah, they're going backwards fast.
Johnson drops in line, 10th. Who will be the next to come to the outside and challenge?
Well, that's the thing. There's Jimmy Johnson. We know he's plenty fast enough, and I don't know who that is that just pulled out over there.
Brian Vickers in the 83 car, but with no help.
That's an almost right there. Almost, I shouldn't have done that.
Backing
Goodbye.
up just a little.
Goodbye, Brian.
15 Talladega races. 4 of the last 5 have been won by a last lap pass. Will it happen again?
I think it's shaping up for that. We'll be coming 3 laps to go. Kyle Busch in the 18, he'll be hooked to the bottom of the racetrack.
There's just not anybody there that can jump to the outside with help. Jimmy Johnson is back here, but he's too far back.
There is a lineup, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Newman, Montoya, Stremme, all in Dodges. Will they go together?
I think they're going to have to time it, Darrell. You'll have to time it at the right time.
Well, these guys up here on the outside coming off turn 2, we've seen them absolutely get a sudden burst of speed, but they're not grouping up right. They're losing.
Maybe it's too soon.
I can't help but think Jeff Gordon all week long said, I don't want to be leading this race at the end. When we come to the white flag, I want to be running second. That's where he's running now. And when we come to 2 to go.
I got to believe if Kyle Busch was my teammate last year, I would want to try to beat him this year, since he isn't.
2 laps to go. And Gordon stays right there, pinned to the back bumper of Kyle Busch.
Oh, it's going to get, this is just setting up right now. It's going to get wild going down the back into turn 3. Here we go.
Boyer looks high. Hamlin just moved Boyer out of the way.
Well, Boyer was going to go the outside. He hoped Hamlin would go with him, and he didn't. That's the problem here.
There goes Montoya in the 42 car, and his teammate Stremme's going to go with him. Kyle Busch puts the block on Gordon.
Montoya to the bottom. Bottom is moving. Gordon has Stremme. Is it enough help to get to the front?
I tell you, there's anybody's game right now. It's still anybody's race.
And look at the top side. Jeff Gordon, Michael Waltrip, Jimmy Johnson, they're fighting back.
Gordon lost a bit of momentum and lost his help. Here they come to the line. White flag. 1 lap to go. Kyle and spin in the trial of Michael McDowell has spun. The white flag is out.
No caution.
If he can get out of the racetrack, we shouldn't have a caution.
Kyle Busch
Still leading.
Oh, trouble.
a big one.
Much worse.
Turn 2.
48.
Keep rolling.
We still not caution. Caution is out.
They got cars there. We got to stop.
That's ours.
That's it. You can't. The race is over.
Because we took the white
We're
flag.
in the white flag lap. The race is over. What a wreck.
Kevin Harvick in the 29 car.
Well, I don't really believe in betting a whole lot, but I would have bet you we'd end like this.
That's Regan Smith. And Kyle Busch.
Oh, man, I don't believe it. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Eminem. Thank you, Jeff. Jeff, you are my man.
Checkered flag.
There you go.
Kyle Busch. Rowdy Busch wins at Talladega.
And Mike Joe congratulating him.
In the tri-oval, that, however, did not bring out a caution. He was pretty much trailing the field. A little contact with his teammate David Rudiman and Greg Biffle, and around goes McDowell.
Yeah, that wasn't a problem because he was able to get out of the way, or at least we were thinking he was going to. But this down here is where the problem comes. Oh, looked like it.
McMurray moved up, but
Well,
did he have help?
I think Junior may have. I don't know if Junior got in the back of McMurray and shot him up the hill or not. And then 40 car.
And then everybody.
And poor Strimmy had a great run all that. Well, all these guys did really, but.
Nemechek, the pole sitter.
Jimmy Johnson was involved, the 48 car.
Harvick, Casey Kane, Elliott Sadler. A wild finish to another race.
This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our loyal fans for your continued support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.
This has been a presentation of Fox Sports.